okay, cool. Well, anyway, yeah. So I was talking about clothes and whatever. I completely.
Yeah,
forgot.
we
So
actually.
basically, dog. Tell
was
people
even
what
stop
went
on our
dog.
point.
Tell people what went on. I be honest with them, dog. Boom. Having a nice little convo and.
Well, we now realize that my mic was off this whole time.
But you know how the time
When
is
you're new
go.
to this is what happens.
It is what it is, dog. You know, bits and
A
pieces
small
you had to
thing.
work on. But
A
yeah,
small
dog.
thing.
As I was saying, you pull up to the venue, dog. Had to be fly to that, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I real vex, dog. I feel to start over.
Yeah, because it's going good.
Yes, I'm upset. I'm honestly upset,
I
dog.
vexed too.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna get some context as to what we were talking about earlier. What we were saying earlier.
Oh, well, what we was basically talking about was, well, first we talk about his hair
Yeah.
and how it actually came out to be like that, because this hairstyle always confused me. I showed them it now.
Oh. Nah, well, nah.
Oh,
Nah, I don't want to pull it out. I don't want to pull it out. It'll get kind of crazy, dog. Like basically, what's happen is like if I wear a hat or like if I wear a hoodie, my hair would pat down and it would look ridiculous.
You could wear hats?
I can, but I can't wear it properly.
Yeah.
So like you had to kind of let it rest on top of your head. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily.
It doesn't necessarily hold your head. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll hold my head at all.
Same.
Yeah.
Like when I had my hair high, like, I could not wear any hats. It didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
So
but
you really had to rest on your head.
yeah, had a rest on your head, and it's part of the vibe, dog. You get me. But really, I'm not really a big hats guy anymore. I like
Same.
to just let my hair be.
I was not really a hats guy. I always like to show off my hair.
Yeah, I like my hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as a man gonna start moving to the shades game long time, I used to always have
Yo,
on shades.
I have a shades there. It's looking real hard.
Shades just look real hard. Nah, but like I like real strange looking shades. Not like these normal circle ones or the things that are trending right now. It have like some real weirdly shaped. Like yeah, but what she
So you like weird? You say you like weird shades?
weirdly shaped.
Weirdly shaped shades.
Yeah.
Oh,
You ever see the video with A$AP Rocky? Like he was in this Wait, where was he? Boy, I think it was a Gucci fashion shit. It was trending. And like, no, sorry, yeah.
You might slapping.
Yeah, no, yeah. Brethren, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had something in his mouth and he was like vibing and whatever, and the shades was on his face and it was like big. It was really weirdly shaped. I like weird crap like that. Though.
Yeah, I like glasses. I always say if I get like a glasses,
Yeah.
I would like it to be a gold plated glasses, looking clean and thing.
I used to have some of those
Oh,
crap. No,
damn.
I used to
I
have
find
a
it look real
shades,
clean.
bro, back in like when I was form 4, form 5. We went Barbados in form 4, QRC, right? Boom. So there's this thing, we go to Barbados for geography, and like anybody who is in the school could like sign up to go. And like I found these shades, bro, like it was like flat to the top, and like at the side was total gold, but it obviously wasn't real gold.
Right.
I used to play that so hard, dog. It was like, I don't know what to describe it. Like, there was this time when like Justin Bieber and Tiger and them and used to play it real hard. And I used to be like, yeah, dog.
No,
Him,
I
yeah.
actually think it needs shades, and these days when you're driving,
Yeah.
some real hot, some
Nah.
peak in the car.
Nah, dog, as I said that, boy, before we remember,
Yeah.
So right now, dog, the dog have no AC in the
Same,
car.
none of us are AC in the car.
And dog,
None of us are AC
doing
in the car.
deliveries. He's like, no, you don't have AC in your car. You don't have AC in your car. But I have AC in my car. I can't relate to your struggles, bro.
Yeah.
Now, dog, like, I be doing deliveries, bro, and the rain will start to fall, and I have to pull aside because on top of my AC not working, my window is giving trouble to go up.
Mhm.
So, but there's this feature on this car, thank God, that like once I take out the key, I could hold the lock button and all the windows would go up. But I literally have to pull aside and do it. So I have to take off the ignition, put the car in park, pull up the handbrakes, and then do it quick and the rain beating. And then after they go up the road and heat, dog, is real T-Fed. It's not a nice time
madness.
at all.
11 to 5. 11 to 4, actually, I would say. My windows had to be down because, yeah, unless if it's cold outside, then my AC might kind of work. You know what I mean? No, big man thing. Unless it's cold outside, like let me say nighttime or something, my AC blowing nights, it's smooth and thing. Could pick up anybody, but I see 11 to 5, I feel uncomfortable driving, and I know this person in the passenger seat must be baking. Baking.
I swear to you. Stop swearing. Sorry. I promise to you, bro. I promise to you, dog, that like if I put on my AC, literal hot air is coming out of my vents, dog. Like it will literally scorch you. Yeah. I don't understand what is going on. And bro, I've been carrying my car to fix the AC, and nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Bro, I literally spent $700 on a part this small. Yeah. And the man is like, it's the wrong part. The AC still no. And I'm like, bro, what are you saying?
So what are you supposed to do now?
I just had to keep the part.
Wait.
And my AC still not working. You understand? Pressure boy, king boy.
Damn.
Real pressure boy. And but I is a gift and a curse because on top of that, if my AC was working, gas.
Yeah.
Gas money.
Gas money.
And
you're taking in premium.
Premium, bro. Yeah,
Same.
that is not nice at all.
So I just give when I reach any gas station, I just get vexed on it.
Yeah.
I get vexed on
it's
it.
demotivated. No, now I taxing my brethren. Anytime men want a drop anyway, we in this together. You have to pull up and all of we paying up for gas.
I literally get vexed. When I pull over by pump 7, I just be like, nah, boy.
No, what's your favorite pump, dog?
7.
Pump 8 is mine, dog.
Oh, yeah. I have a certain pump. It's like I only have one pump that I just go to. Like even if you rest our pumps clear, like I still buy pump 7 for some reason. Yeah. Like I do see it. Yeah, like I do see rest our pumps now.
Yeah, really fair.
But yeah, when I reach in gas station, let's say 140 on pump 7. I just get mad, boy. I just get real mad.
I have this thing now because my car kind of older. My dad is big on like.
How old is it though?
I had a car. That car is 2008. 2008.
See, mine is like 2007.
2008.
So 14. Some amount of years.
Yeah, yeah.
We go out now.
Daddy was like, hey, you seen if you want to be driving that car, you can't let the gas go below half. I'm sorry, Daddy, it is always below half. Because apparently, like with older engines. If the gas is too low, it'll shoot up in the engine and it is like, I don't know, it harms the engine. And I definitely don't have money to buy a new engine if it starts to give trouble or repair it in any shape or form. So I always have to be topping up every 2 minutes. So I'm topping up $50, $50. But it's real time consuming. But yeah, that's just that, dog. It's crazy. It's crazy.
What's the next thing I had to fix in my car? Where I have kind of thing to fix.
Yeah, now my car.
Bumper, no kind of thing.
Yeah, my car needs some help, boy.
You mentioned that your parents didn't support your hairstyle.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, they weren't really fun in the beginning. It was a little it was decent, but as it started to get a little wilder, they aren't as like, they won't be outright with it, but they'll make a little subtle comments here and there. But my parents love me.
Basically, it's time, cut your hair.
Yeah. And daddy will be like, hey, the scene, son, in the night, lock your doors. Because I get coming and I taking off your hair.
Yeah.
But now, anytime my father do me, I'm moving out.
Same. I actually want to move out now, actually, because I, like, you ever feel to be like completely and totally independent? You feeling that right now? That feeling to just be like separate from
those feelings just come
not
and go.
Family, not separate from family, but to separate from parents, under the umbrella of your parents.
Yeah, most definitely. And I used to kind of, I wouldn't say threaten. I used to say, mommy and daddy, I look into press.
Yeah.
But like the thing is with my parents, they're real supportive. I cannot lie, I love my parents to that. They are really supportive.
Same.
And like they kind of grant me access. Like they give me a freedom, whereas I could do a lot.
Yeah.
Without necessarily any kind of, fight down. Like they will make their comments as parents should. You understand? And
share some guidance.
Share, but like generally speaking, bro, they let me do what I have to do.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, because I think they trust me and I establish that trust with them.
Yeah, they trust you not to do drugs.
Yeah. I'm actually, that's funny. I'm actually big on that. I'm actually big on, like, I am sober 100%. I don't indulge in any kind of...
No alcohol, no...
I like Baileys.
Same.
I love Baileys.
Same.
That's the only thing I drink.
Same. I don't know. I have a thing for alcoholic milk drinks.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But it's not like I don't drink it because I want to get drunk. I just like the taste. Like I just like Baileys.
Yeah,
like,
I don't necessarily like the high necessarily.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I like the taste of Baileys, so I'll sip it.
Yeah. It go down and I'm obsessed, bro. All my brethren know where the Baileys. Like that is just something I used to relax. And again, it's not for any kind of high or any drunkenness or anything like that. And if that's what you're into, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I just really like Baileys.
So
that's that. Yeah.
So what about parties?
Parties. I'm not really big on parties, bro. There was this time when I was going out very often, and that was because I was trying to force myself to like meet people and socialize because I was coming out of a dark time with regards to like, being by myself all the time and not necessarily like there was a time in my life, like I think it was when I was started done or right before. I used to be inside all the time, and I literally forgot how to socialize with people. That was when I was on my gap year.
Uh-huh.
So like I could tie that into like how Don started, right?
Right.
So
No, but you mind talking to us about the dark time?
okay,
first,
yeah,
or-
no,
or-
yeah, I will share that, yeah. So I'm gonna start, right? So boom. So basically it's after Cape, right after Cape. That's 2017, I think, yeah. And sorry, oof, my bad. Yeah, it's right after. Yeah, it's right after Cape, and I'm on a gap year, and obviously on a gap year, I'm not working.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing, I was big on like self-help books.
Oh gosh.
And I was big on.
Oh gosh.
I was listening to a fellow called Earl Nightingale. He's really good. Like he's part of a. There's a book I recommend to everybody. It's called Think and Grow Rich. It's by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
And this what's his name? Earl Nightingale fellow. I found through a friend called Matthew. Matthew used to be in our group chat, and he used to send big up Matthew, big man thing. Anyway, yeah. He used to be in our group chat because we have a curiosity group chat, and he used to send like videos of like his self-help stuff. But people used to not take it on really. And this one day I just was like, let me just take it in.
Yeah.
And if I think
But
it
that
was
a motivational video.
it wasn't, so it's not motivation. So like, you know how Les Brown, you know who Les Brown is? Yeah, Les Brown, and they motivate you and whatever. He's like basically teaching you. So he's giving you principles to use in order for you to like move forward. It's not really motivation. He's not telling you, you can do this and you can do that. He's literally saying, okay, you need to start taking these steps to get here. And yeah, so I listened to him, and he was like, it was the name of the video is The Strangest Secret.
Right.
And the secret is basically, it's simple. He was basically saying, and I think in essence, and again, this is off of memory from what year are we in? 2020. 3 years ago. Yeah. 3 years ago. I'm dead. Yeah, this is basically memory from 3 years ago. He was basically saying that the reason why people don't do great things or they just exist is because they don't have a plan. It's like
they don't have a plan?
A plan. They don't know where they want to go in life. They don't have any set goals, and they aren't working towards it. And he was like, what did he say, boy? He did an informal survey, and he was walking on the street, and he asked people, how much money do you intend to earn by the age of 65 or something along those lines, right? And nobody could give him a definite answer. Right, and he was like, thank you. And that was part of the thing. Like, if you don't know what you're aiming for, how could you get to anywhere?
You
like,
don't know where you're going. You're just going, no direction.
You're
going with the flow.
So basically, he started off saying you need to understand what you're working. Like, you need to set a goal and understand why you're doing it. Well, but yeah, it was in essence. Yeah. Again, it's 3 years old, but yeah, you need to set a goal and you need to start working towards a set goal in order for you to get anywhere. And he brought up the an example of like a pilot on a plane. Yeah. I remember this so clearly. I don't understand why. There's something with telling stories that like makes things stick. Yeah. He's big on that. But anyway, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the pilot.
Yeah, so the pilot, before he takes off, he goes through a checklist every time before check the engines, gas, whatever. Yeah, and he was saying that is so important because if you were in the passenger seats, and
you
the pilot,
want him to do that. Of course,
you would be afraid if he didn't do that.
Triple check the gas, brother.
Yes, please. You understand? And he was equating that to like our lives. Like if you don't ensure you're doing these things every day to get to where you want to, how you expect to get to where you want to get to. So that was like a big thing for me that helped me, and that started the whole process. But anyway, so boom, that I started listening to that, and that started me. I was big on all the self-help books and whatever. But when I was doing this, again, I wasn't in school. I was home all the time.
Right.
But I was also talking to I had a few mentors at the time. So I was talking to some business people and people who I thought were, influential.
At your best interest.
Yeah.
At your best interest.
And I was learning a lot. So they would also share principles that I think could work in whatever field you are in. I think you could use these principles to get to the top.
And it could also apply in it don't have to be in your field itself. It could be in life itself.
Yeah, it's life principles. Yeah, in essence. And I was on that journey. But again, I was by myself most of the time because out of that time, I'm home. So I literally forgot how to socialize with people.
Yeah.
like I couldn't speak. I remember this so clearly. There was this event in, I think, Idlewood. And my friends, it was me, a friend called Jelani, and a friend called Tristan, and we went out, and I had a literal anxiety attack. Like, I literally didn't want to be there because there was all these people moving around, and I was like, dog, what is happening?
Yeah.
And I felt uncomfortable. Like, it was so strange. I can't put it in words. I did not feel good at all. I was telling them, and QRC, man, and QRC called, dog, what going on with you, man? What's your problem, man? Ting. I was like, fellas, nah, boy, dog, boy, I really not feeling it right now. And, well, yeah, and that went on for a while.
So, you can take us through the process of the attack itself?
Bro.
Do you remember, like, what happened first?
So,
did it have a trigger point where it was like...
I walked in, and I just saw, it started to feel like a dream, but a bad dream. So, like, I started to sweat real plenty, and I started to feel real antsy, and my heart rate increased, and I just didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was really an anxiety attack or it was just fear, but I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to act. It was so strange, and I just wanted to leave.
Did you like clench up? Like
I felt I was physically tighter.
Yeah.
I was not relaxed at all. And that was going on for a while. And I was like, hey, this scene, boy, this is making no sense. You need to do something to actively, and I'm not saying that like I was clinically like diagnosed with any problem or anything like that. It was just an experience at that point in time, right? Yeah, and I was like, hey, this scene, you need to get over this. This could never be good. And then I started to force myself. I was doing SATs as well at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the other class I was doing. And on top of that, I was going through a breakup. So that was
oh gosh.
That was
Coyell
good.
home alone in a corner.
Yeah, no, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Coyell in a corner, yes?
I love, bro. So is this a weird thing about me, right? I like to over dramatize everything, dog. So like I was listening to the music to add to the mood, and I was like, sad boy. Yeah, dog. I was like, yeah, dog. But like I was also using it to fuel me. So like I was drawing the emotions and channeling it into what I was doing. It was weird.
Right.
Yeah, like I was like I loved artsy stuff. When I say I won't even say artsy stuff. I was a I was a cliche guy. I used to like Tumblr and thing now.
Yeah.
So that kind of played into the whole aesthetic of the Tumblr nonsense and whatever. Yeah. So I used to like channel it and embrace it and whatever. And yeah, so that was adding to all of that. So it was stressful. And
we was talking about well, first we went for your anxiety attack, and now we're talking about your breakup and how you're channeling the energy to...
No. Initially, I was talking about how this guy tied to Don. I was going to tie back to Don. Yeah, anyway. So yeah. I know why I started going out and the party thing, I think.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost. But anyway, we'll just continue. Yeah. So basically, I started forcing myself to go to UE. Right? I wasn't a student of UE. I would be in UE.
You serious?
Yes. And that was because I no longer wanted to be afraid of people and communicating.
Right.
So I would put myself in an environment where
I'm
forced.
in around a set of people.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that this would work for everybody because I have no idea how it would affect other people, but it helped me. So I put myself in a situation where I was uncomfortable and I forced myself to basically learn to swim.
Right.
So I learned, people would come up to me because people recognized me from school. I had brethren who was in UE and whatever. People would come up to me and talk to me. It was hard at first, but eventually I found footing and I was able to get back to where I am. Well, yeah, where I was, yeah. So, but during that time as well, that's where the idea Don came.
In your low point.
Yeah.
All right. The idea for Don came in your lowest point.
Yeah. So when I was doing all this self-help stuff, I'll never forget. So there was this lime. I'm not going to call any names. There was this lime that I went to, and I have a lot of brethren who had brands at the time. A lot, right? And one of them were at the lime, and they were real boasting about their brand.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah, my brand is the thing, and it's the hottest right now, and whatever. And I there's around Gales and thing, you know how fellas is around Gales.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either, but yeah, it is what it is. And I just said to myself, bro, I could do this 100 times better and be humble about it.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. But I didn't at the time, I didn't necessarily say that I wanted to start a brand at that point.
Just an idea.
Yeah, it was literally,
yeah.
And
It's there.
It's just there, yeah, for real. And it was weird because I remember that so clearly. And there was this thing I also used to do. So because I was reading, they used to encourage you to write your ideas down and write down like things you had to do. So the same checklist.
Mm-hmm.
So I would write down all my ideas and I'll write down things that I had to do for the day, and I'll make sure and go through everything. And yeah, so I had a routine. And I was washing the car. I know, they were big on keeping your book with you at all times because you never know when an idea could come, and you need to write it down immediately because what people tend to do is they think they could keep it in their head.
Remember everything and just write it later.
Yeah, and forget. And they don't have the real essence of what. Yeah. So I remember this so clearly. I was washing my car and the name just came to me immediately. The logo just came to me immediately.
You serious?
I'm dead serious. I can't explain it to you. So it wasn't it wasn't the logo at one, but it was segments of the logo.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop what I was doing and I started to write and draw. And then after I was going out again, and I literally got more flashes. It was like flashes in my head. It was weird.
Like an epiphany.
Yes.
Like you remember when Transformers where Sam with Ricky was like...
Yeah. Yes, dog.
Yeah, when he was turning pages in the book now.
Yeah.
In class. Done.
I remember that so clearly. Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I had to pull aside. I was leaving. I was on the highway. I had to pull aside right there by Trinity. I remember everything. I don't know why. But yeah, boom. So... I had to write down everything. So it was like, so the Japanese here, the Mandarin here.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do something with Mandarin. So I was like, okay. I was just drawing like Mandarin symbols and after just draw a globe. And I had some other sketches that didn't make the final cut, but everything just came.
Mm-hmm. And the Mandarin says there what?
That means leader.
Leader?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll get into all of that just now.
Okay.
But yeah. So I was like, this idea came and I was going through the breakup. But I was still talking to the girl.
You know how that
recipe.
That good recipe.
No. You know how that is me.
No.
So I was still talking to the girl, and I was excited, and I drove up by her, and I was like, "Dog, look at this," and she was like, "Yeah." But she wasn't really feeling it. I know she wasn't really feeling it. So she was just like. Well, this looks kind of cool, but I'm really not sure
if it'll work.
Yeah. But I'm not knocking her at all. She was still she's a great person, right? But anyway, so boom, that happened, and the process started. So I started fleshing out what exactly. So the name came, but I didn't understand what it meant.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do my research and whatever, and I started to get big on the mafia.
Mm-hmm.
So basically a Don in normal sense is like a kingpin or a mafia boss or something like that, right?
Could be seen negatively.
It has a definite it definitely has a negative connotation traditionally. And what I wanted to do, but I also found a lot of positive positive principles that they keep in their organization.
Right.
So family is huge. Loyalty is huge.
Right.
You understand? Working hard of course is huge. Those principles. And I also found in my research that in different cultures though, because of translation, Don means different things. So a Don could just be a leader. In again, Japanese culture or Chinese culture, it's just a leader or a king or a monarch or something along those lines, right? So I was like, all right, cool, this is cool. How can I change? And so what I wanted to do, I was like, maybe I could apply what I was learning through my, remember I was on my journey. So when I was learning through my books and my mentorship and whatever, maybe I could apply what I'm learning through the branding.
True done. Yeah.
And I found that they were the same similar principles. So I was going to change the negative connotation of what a Don was through the branding and push the ideology of what a Don really is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it really started. So I went through the whole process of, registering the business. I was so lost, but I was excited.
Yeah, excitement.
I was excited. I didn't know.
I was pushed you through, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on. So
know you want to start a brand, but you don't know how exactly the steps to take to get there.
Yeah. I didn't know how to source clothes. I didn't know how to get the name, like to ensure the name is mine. I didn't know how to like and start and like even small things like starting on Instagram from scratch. It was like kind of like I had to start over, I had to build this. You don't know nothing now, boy. So started off, I went into legal affairs, registered the name. They told me, so when I went into legal affairs, they told me I wanted to just register Don by itself.
Right.
They told me I can't do that because I can't protect that name. So the name is too common and with like trademarks and stuff like that, you need to have something a little bit more distinctive.
Yeah, okay.
So you could literally have some backup to protect your stuff, right?
Hence Worldwide.
So I had the logo and I was looking at the logo and I was like, there's a globe.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yeah. Worldwide without a O.
So it started off with a O, but I don't know. I liked how it looked aesthetically
without the O. Yeah, that's exactly like kind of with us with the culture tribe. Like we just have the with THA.
Yeah.
The culture tribe.
Yeah. So I just like that and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rock with this.
Yeah.
And basically what I did, I was also big. So I had the Mandarin already, and I was like, maybe I could play with the languages. So that is where the Worldwide came in. So what I'm doing, so basically the foundation I've done, I like to spread the ideology through the clothes. If things could come across a little too corny, create in a different language.
Yeah.
Worldwide. You understand? So that is where that came from.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions. First of all, your parents supported Don?
They were open to the idea. They always support anything I do, but I think they saw it as a fad.
As in they just something you'll
a
start
phase,
and then fade away with.
Yeah. And Daddy also had his whole idea. I think he wanted me to get into suits. So he saw it more as like a
stepping stone.
Yeah. No. When I say suits, I mean like literal suits. Like clothes. He wanted me to do like tailor.
Yeah, but what I mean is Don being a stepping stone including, and then like afterwards you do suits.
No, he wanted me to do that immediately.
No, but what I'm saying is you say he taught. Wait, sorry?
No, he wanted. So when I told him about the idea, he was like, yeah, you could do it and do suits for like graduation and thing because of the whole mob thing.
Oh, okay.
He wanted me to just the clothing to be suits, but I wanted it to be streetwear.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand.
So they had their own ideas of what they wanted it to be. Mommy was really supportive. Mommy was like, yeah, you do what you had to do, whatever. They helped me out with sourcing a laptop. I'm thankful for that because they were going through a little hard time. And mommy let me use her credit card. I took the money I got for my birthday to start the business. So I got $2,000 for my birthday, right. And I used that to buy hoodies, and that turned into that. Yeah. So that's what the business.
And then you just flip
started.
I flip on
yeah.
from that.
Flip. I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time I dropped, this is actually the first ever Don hoodie, literally. Like, and I hated it the first time I saw it. Like, I literally, when I got them back from the printer, I was like, I'm gonna sell these and never make any again. And people were like, no, we love this.
Why you hated it though?
I just didn't like. So like,
didn't you design it?
Yes, I did. Yeah. And when I designed it, it was cool until I saw it and I was like, this is disgusting. Yeah. I don't like this. I'm dead serious.
I think that must be just a self-doubt kind of.
It could be, yeah. I think like
attacking you, you know.
When I spoke to a lot of artists, I don't consider myself artist at all. I don't even like the word creative.
Same.
I don't have anything against creatives. I just personally don't like the word.
You don't think you fall under the bracket
of an
artist?
I don't think so. No, I guess I do. But at the same time, I don't even have like a justifiable reason. I just don't like the word. Like, you know, some things you just don't like. I just don't like the word creative. I just don't like being labeled as that per se. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I'm not saying that. But I just don't like it. But anyway, I was talking to other creatives and you're like, yeah, that's a normal thing. Like when you drop something or when you do something, you tend to not like it. And I was like, okay, cool. But
that must be probably the perfectionist in every artist.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're really trying to perfect. Yeah. And then when they come out now, like, you see all the errors.
Yes.
You see all the errors.
Big thing, bro. You see all the problems, dog. It's like, and people would never notice it. And it's like small, tiny details. Like, okay, this is too. So I could tell you about the box. So the box in the back, I was real big. I was real iffy, and I was like, I don't know if people are gonna like just seeing a box on the back, and like how would they take that? They would look at it and like, is this primary school? Like, you understand?
Yeah.
And I was real insecure about that, but I dropped it regardless. But the size of the box was wrong. I wanted it to be bigger. You understand? And I was looking at that, and I was like, this looks like nonsense in my opinion. But nobody would see what's in my head.
Yeah.
So they like it. But again, it's all part of the process. I also learned that, well, we could get into that later. But yeah. So it's all part of the process. And I hated it, but I grew to like
it a little bit?
No, I like it. But
appreciate
appreciate it, if that makes any sense.
Right.
So I learned to appreciate the entire, like going through that entire process of disliking and learning to like it and loving what you do regardless, even if it's not necessarily exactly what you wanted. It was a process, and I'm not even 100% sure on how I feel about it still, but it's a process.
Yeah, this one is actually my favorite too.
Yeah.
The newer one cool, but I really like the original Don Wvrldwide.
Yeah,
Brandon.
People like it. People love it. So this is going to be a staple. This is going to be available forever.
Yeah,
in essence. Yeah. There was this thing that I did that kind of trajected me. I think that kind of gave me a big boost, which was weird. So I dropped a video, right? That was the first video I did. It was a video with some friends. The person who shot the video, his name is Christian Constance. He does a very good job. The photographer who did the work for me, and he works with me all the time. He's my good friend, Luigi Chris. He is amazing, bro. Like Luigi is.
He take all your pictures, huh?
Yes, all my pictures. He does all this stuff for me. We're done. He's not. I wouldn't say he is. Like he definitely doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
But like I just prefer his work. Right. I really love Luigi's work.
You work with him.
Yeah, I work with Luigi. I'm making that extremely clear. And we shot the video, and I had this idea. So I love making videos. I love movies, bro. Movies. I love sound in movies. I love
You see sound for film, right? Amazing,
boy. Who's your favorite composer, if you can name?
I would have to say Interstellar.
Hans Zimmer?
Interstellar.
Dog, this is crazy.
No, I had to say Interstellar was like, I could listen to that whole day.
That is what I listen to. Yeah.
The theme.
Bro,
it's about 10 minutes or something.
Up.
Yeah.
Bro, my phone going through. Oh my God, people calling me.
I should.
Anyway, watch this, dog. Where is this? Watch. Albums. Go. I'll type it in. Hans Zimmer. This is all I listen to. And my friends hate it. Watch. Inception, Interstellar.
Dark Knight was amazing too.
Hans Zimmer and James Newton. Dark Knight.
They have a scene with when Batman was interrogating Joker.
Yes.
I think that's one of the best scenes
Christopher
I've ever seen in my life.
Nolan.
I think that one of the best scenes I've ever seen in my life.
Is amazing. I love Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
So, and especially his aesthetic, like he plays with dark themes a lot. Yeah. I love dark themes.
You ever notice in Dark Knight that when he punched somebody, it sounds like thunder?
Yeah,
it didn't even sound like a regular hit. It sounded like boom.
Yes.
Like, what kind of punches is that?
Nah, it's crazy. No, Dark Knight is probably one of my favorite movies all the time. Yeah. That's and The Godfather. I love The Godfather as well.
Yeah, I like Dark Knight and Grand Budapest Hotel. Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Love that
Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese is the next big one. He makes good gangster movies.
So. Yeah. Martin Scorsese. I think so.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street, and especially
I think it's Martin Scorsese. I think so.
Well, I always like Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers. As a kid, most definitely guns and robots. Let me be real, bro. Yeah. Let me be real as a youth man. Nice.
Wait, hold on. Your favorite Avenger is Iron Man.
I really no. I'm not though. I wasn't really invested in Marvel Avengers. That much. Yeah. Okay. I love Dark Knight. The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like the whole new DCU universe, but you see when I saw that whole Batman trilogy, I'm obsessed.
Yeah. No, the reason I say that, I thought your favorite Avenger I thought you might be into Iron Man since you like Elon Musk so much.
I like Elon Musk. He's like the real life Iron Man. He's like the real life Iron Man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But I'm not really that invested in. I see Avengers movies as like, I don't even consider them like real films. I don't know how to describe it. It's entertainment. It's super good.
Yeah.
But I don't see it as like movie making. I see it as like franchise building, which makes no sense.
Right,
but it makes sense in my head.
So where see as movie making 1917.
Yeah,
The Irishman.
Yes,
the Irishman kind
The Godfather.
like
I
films.
see films.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I see as movie making. I just see So
yeah.
that's how I view that. But I love the Avengers. I like Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man is dope, dog. Iron Man is cool too. But like I like Batman. I like Bruce Wayne more. Like Bruce Wayne, Iron Man is the equivalent to Batman and in the different universes, in my opinion. Kind of sort of.
I don't know.
They don't have superpowers, both of them.
Batman.
Iron Man higher than Batman.
To me, well, I probably bias. I probably bias. Like,
bro.
Seriously.
Batman defeated Superman, dog.
True.
Superman is basically a god.
No, but I probably heavily biased because I really like Iron Man, dog. Man, real bad. You watch all the Avengers?
Yeah, I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
You watch all the Iron Man?
I saw 1 and 3. I didn't see the second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think 3.
3 was when he had all the Iron Man.
Oh, that
suits.
when he had the fire. His wife turned into the fire thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. The second one, I think, was the guy with the kind of electric whips.
Yeah, the electric whip. Yeah.
I didn't see that one. I saw the
Alright,
first one. I saw the last one. Yeah.
I used to always love the suit ups.
Yeah, it
Every
hard.
suit up, it really used to make me.
Yeah, it's
Like,
hard.
I used to like, wow.
But you
This
see,
is amazing. You know when he land on the outside, on let me say it's helipad or wherever it is, on the outside of the building and walking and the machines coming around him and
just
taking away the suits.
It's hard. It's hard. I can't fight it. It's hard. But Batman though. You get me, dog. But Batman though. Yeah,
oh, one part I like in Dark Knight is when you go up on the wall and
spin
on the motorcycle.
I love it, dog.
And the Batmobile, boy.
Yeah, the Batmobile is hard.
That don't sound like anything else I ever hear. Nah, the Batmobile, it is make a different sound, boy.
Hey.
Oh shit.
That's now. Oh my god, they're trying to get me in trouble. This probably. Oh my god, I know what this is. This is that man calling for the hoodie. My guy, I'm sorry.
Tell him he on TCT.
That's not what I'm talking.
Tell him go and follow TCT.
Hello, good day. Hi, we seen. The guy with the hoodie. Yeah, so bro, here the scene, right? I'm presently in a room right now. I'm literally doing a kind of interview. So, yes, I'm literally doing an interview, well, a podcast basically. What time you leave in your area? On 5. All right, cool. I'll wait until then. I'm in a room already, so as soon as I'm done here, I'll come and drop it off for you. I'll definitely be there before 6. Yeah. All right, no sin. Yeah. Yes,
I understand what you're saying, right?
Anyway.
This man dumb. Yes, we understand the joke.
Yeah, dog. So boom.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, Batmobile.
Yeah, the Batmobile. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. So boom. Anyway, I forget what you were saying.
Yeah. They was going to tie that back into.
Oh no, yeah. We went off on like superheroes, but yeah, what I was saying is I just like film and I like making videos. So what I wanted to do is like I like to incorporate things I like to do into my branding, so it will no longer make my work feel like work. And I found that it helped with regards to marketing. But again, the first video it like blew up. I remember I will never forget what happened. It didn't blow up like at a big scale, but at the level I was at, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Instagram, my phone was freezing. I couldn't use my phone.
Right, because of how much orders coming in.
Not orders, but like just people.
Messages.
Yeah, messages. Yeah. People putting it on the story, likes, comments, and all them kind of like the love was crazy. But the funny thing about that whole thing, it was nothing close to what I wanted to do. So that was a skill I had to learn. It was the first time I ever shot a video. Well, kind of tried to direct a video and direct my vision for something. But like I think I gave the director a little bit too much creative freedom and it didn't necessarily
come out how you wanted it to come out.
So everybody liked it, but I
I
didn't
really like it.
And again, it's an exercise because you can't tell you directly the guy after he done to do a whole new edit because I basically had to pay for a whole new video afterwards. And I also learned, and this is advice to like people who want to do videos and who doing videos, because I recognize it's a thing now with regards to brands. Please do not use other artists' music without their permission. Please do not use, especially internationally recognized artists' music in your. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. Instagram has a new algorithm now where they basically taking down videos as you. Well, sometimes a video could be up for a year, bro, and they gonna find that with the algorithm and they gonna take it down. You're gonna waste time. You're going to waste money, and you're going to be very disappointed. So please don't use. It's illegal on top of it, bro. And like as an artist, I could understand you don't want people using your work because they don't have permission. They might not represent what you created your stuff for. Like it makes sense. We just think that because, let me say, if it's Drake, them too big. No, bro, it's a principle, and you should stand by it. So it's still on my page, but I think I'm going to take it down eventually. And
so you use?
Yeah, I didn't use it. No, so I didn't direct. So because it was my first time, I didn't necessarily know exactly what I was doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I just wanted to shoot a cool video. I completely forgot that, of course, you need to include sound or whatever. So the director, Christian, again, this is nothing wrong that he did. He did an excellent job. Like the quality was top of the line. I use him for the next video. But the second time I use my own music.
Yeah, like you're a public disclaimer, but
disclaimer. No. I am making sure that Christian is great. But anyway. He included music that did not belong to me. He included Drake and Travis Scott. It was sicko mode. So
I find that brave though. I don't know. I would have thought that he would have known.
No,
like,
at the time, because it was new.
Yeah,
the whole like people were not educated. Like this is something I recently learned as well. Like I only learned because I saw people's Instagram videos getting taken down. I didn't necessarily know the rules and regulations, and you're not really well, that's not the word, but you're not really familiar with like, courtesy and art and stuff like that. I was new to it. Like I'm literally very new to it. So afterwards, I think he's also still learning, but afterwards we recognize that, you could get in trouble for this. So don't do it. Yeah.
What do you think about the idea of supporting local? Because to me, I personally don't like the idea of just supporting local. To me, the idea... Do you like it either?
No, I don't.
Dope. We had to talk off the podcast, right? I find we had too much similarities.
Yeah, I don't like
the idea of supporting local. To me, it had to be changed.
Like, I think, we have to support innovation. We have to support good ideas.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This, to me, saying hashtag support local, the sound needy.
I understand, no. You see, I understand why they're doing it. Because it's to create a culture of... Because we have this culture of where we think foreign is better.
Yeah.
And that is real. Like, I was strange. I was talking to one of my, it's a girl I'm seeing right now. I was literally talking about this last night. Anyway. But we will literally talk, like, we don't respect our icons locally.
Right.
Brian Lara, we was talking about Brian Lara, right? Brian Lara is a legend in England. A legend in India, a legend all over the world. But in Trinidad, if you see Brian Lara, it's Brian Lara. Cool.
Yeah.
We don't really... like, you understand? Like, these men like Bravo, like, in the IPL, Indian Premier League, they are literal gods. Like, I wouldn't say gods, but you know what I mean? Yeah. And in Trinidad, if you see these men, hey, I cool, I look thing. We don't respect our... we don't respect local greatness. So I think the hashtag that whole movement was created to kind of encourage people to, start respecting. But I think it's a two-sided argument that it kind of creates mediocrity in essence as well. So because you are local, people are entitled. It creates entitlement.
Dan, if you are local man making pies and your pies tasting bad, I don't care how much hashtag support local you send to me or what. I'm not buying your pies.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
So it's a balance.
To me, it's support local if it's quality.
Yeah. It's a balance. If you like it,
change it to that.
Yeah. I guess, no, but you see, and again, there's a whole T-Fed with, I think we live in a bubble, Gerard. I think we aren't necessarily the average person. So like you have to take into account people.
Who's we as in me and you?
Yeah. So like I think I say that because
careful.
No. I'm not saying no. What I mean is okay. I could say stupid things because I'm human. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm trying to formulate what I want to say as I say it, so I could say something that, but like we have a way of like I think we kind of not we but. Actually, let me think about this and I'll get back to that. I think I need to think about what I want to say a little bit clearer before I make a statement on something like that. But I think when you want to start something new, the nuance develops with time. So you need to start the initiative at first and let it, thrive a little bit and let it grow, and then after you could flesh out the details.
My father always used to say, start where you are.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to start renting out a place or start with some big financial investment. But let's start where you are. Talk to your friends, start collaborating with them, build yourself up, you know what I mean?
I say in that with relation to the whole same support local movement. So I think that was just a start.
Yeah.
So as it progresses, we could fine tune like the whole movement a little better and, encourage people to, we're not supporting because you are just local, but because you are indeed innovating and you have a good idea that you want to bring forward. But it's a good start. So I could agree with today. It's a good start because again, the whole idea of foreign is better and we want to support foreign because we associate foreign with quality and whatever. So yeah. So I think it was just to start that conversation and to encourage a new culture and whatever. But again, it needs to include a little bit more nuance with regards to what you're saying. So yeah, that's what I think on that.
How have you ever faced any struggles with Don? Any droughts?
Yeah.
Like everybody buying hoodie. There's also a high point and a low point, and not a soul buy a hoodie for how long?
A while, yeah. I don't want to say how long. But there are
like it real long.
it had times where, things that you invest. So basically, not understanding the market and investing money in areas wrong. Because it's a balance between business and doing what you want. And sometimes as a creative, again, so you have to know why you're making your stuff. I want to make my stuff because I have an idea and an ideology I want to bring out, but I also need money in order to continue the idea.
Yeah.
I invested badly in a certain line that didn't do as well.
But that you thought would have done well.
I thought would have done well. And it was a stalemate. Yeah. I had all this stock here for a while. I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And basically, so there was that time when sales wasn't really coming in that much. And I kind of weathered the storm through, again, I had people who was helping me. So like one or two sales once in a while, and after I had to borrow money. I'm not gonna lie, I literally had to borrow money from people. I went to the credit union and I had to take out loans and whatnot. And it was a hard time, but it's part of the business.
It's part of the journey.
It's part of it. But I think loans you have to be disciplined. I think loans are good.
Okay, because some people, like some business people, like let me say they come and give a talk, they might say, don't take a loan.
Yeah, I understand.
What do you think about that?
I understand, but I can only talk about my experience. At the level I'm at, I'm not taking a big loan that I think is impossible to pay off. But I think you have to know yourself. I started taking the loans because it created discipline. So I know I have to put aside money at the end of a month to repay. And on top of that, my credit is going up.
Yeah.
And what I did as well, so I took loans through Eastern. And this is like free marketing, so I want to get my check Eastern. But anyway. But yeah, what I did was I also have like shares. So it would encourage me every time I pay back the loan, I'll put 100 or 200 in shares. And it created a discipline. So for me, it helped me to save money and also increase my credit. Because again, once you pay in on time, your credit rating would go up and the banks on any financial institution will be more willing to lend you money. So, and in business, I don't think people necessarily want to use their personal money. I know Elon Musk was a big person who used to do that. Like he used his own money to do SpaceX and stuff like that. But like, I know a lot of businessmen, they use the bank's money in essence. Loans, you obviously have to pay back, but because
they don't use their cash. Their cash flow.
Yeah, in essence. And for example, let me give a practical example. If, for example, I want to get a big shipment in and I don't have the money on hand to do that, because of my good credit rating, over time, they could see, all right, cool, this person pays consistently. Yeah. We are willing to give this person a bigger loan to do what they have to do, and they're willing to trust you more. So it's basically a building trust with financial institutions. So like when the time arises or the opportunity shows its head, you could capitalize on that. So that's why I think loans are good. But you see, people like to take loans to buy shoes or to get a car, or you understand, and even because they need the car, but because the friend have a car and they want to show off, and like, so I could understand from that aspect where I don't think loans are necessarily the best possible financial option. But I think so
lots of people take loans for the wrong reasons. For the wrong reasons.
So that's what I did, and it helped me. But there were times where as financially I was not necessarily doing well.
Not necessarily the best. Was Don most bought
item?
The item.
This hoodie, definition hoodie in pink colorway and black.
In pink colorway?
Yeah.
That I was wondering. And I know it's the hoodies, but I was wondering like what colorway?
Yeah, the pink.
Pink?
Yeah, people love
I always thought it was the green.
Nah.
Teal green?
Nah. That pink does sell like hot bread, bro. It moves real quick.
I feel like I get a pink one.
Yeah, it moves real quick. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's that. But what I that's that with that.
So what other clothes you'll have in store coming forward?
Well, more hoodies, more tees. I'm dropping sweatpants. Dropping sweatpants soon. Dropping new designs. I'm working on getting socks out soon. I'm trying to move into accessories as well. So I'm working on that.
Such as what exactly?
Like shades, bracelets, branded like wallets and stuff like that. So I'm working on all of those things. So hopefully, but the thing is, those things take time. Because you have to do those things factory. Yeah. So that's a process in itself.
So the future of Don isn't just hoodies and just what you'll have now is shades.
Bro, to be honest, the future of Don is an ideology in essence. I don't necessarily like to talk about it in essence. I don't necessarily like to talk about it as products. I like to talk about it as an idea. Yeah.
A movement.
In essence. Yeah. I think what kind of this makes me different in the marketplace is I literally have an idea that I'm trying to push.
Original idea.
Yeah. And people could relate to it and could use it to better themselves. So I want people associated with the brand or who has anything with the brand to use the idea to get them places in essence.
Yeah, I think a lot of people they go for what they already know. And you see like how Don is a completely out of the blue epiphany kind of idea with a big meaning behind it. I think a lot of brands, so far what I see on Instagram is just a 868 slap on a hoodie in front.
Yeah.
And to me, it do have enough meaning behind it.
Yeah. I understand why. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because it
no offense to Trinidad with the 868.
No, yeah. Well, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
But disclaimer.
But like, I think it's good. It serves a purpose because it kind of teaches people what works and what doesn't work. So with time, I wouldn't discourage anybody to not do something like that. If you want to do it, but like learn from it. But I think what captures people more is an ideology or a meaning behind something bigger than yourself, something more than just a product, because you could buy a hoodie from anywhere, but why you want to wear this hoodie?
Why would I want to wear that?
Yeah, what am I representing? You understand? So that's why I think that makes the difference in essence. And I think what I want to do or what I try to do is I try to base all my marketing on what I think encapsulates that in essence. I'm going to move. It's going to be a little bit more strategic. You will like the message will be a lot clearer as I move forward because I'm still working on the kinks and problems and, figuring stuff out. But the message is going to be a lot clearer through the marketing as well.
Okay, cool.
So the ideology is going to be at the forefront and whatnot.
All right, cool. That's good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any advice for anybody that want to be in your position right now? Anybody that want to be a Don?
Not done. All right, so boom. You can even time we were just talking about today, what kind of fitting. Reading is important. I think everybody says this, but reading is very important. Read as much as you can. Right now I'm trying to work on reading at least a book every 2 weeks.
Woo. Nah.
You all know
that's only a good bit.
It's plenty.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's a discipline.
Yeah.
You understand? I won't suggest doing that to anybody who's now starting to read. Read as much as you can. At least read 1 page a day. If you read 1 page a day, it's still more than reading nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
Fair.
So start off small, and as you get comfortable, the momentum kind of gradually helps you move forward, and you could do more.
And what I realized too is that when I started reading, my memory was like amazing.
Yeah,
I could pull back things from last week and things.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's a good thing. The next thing is everything you read and everything you learn, share it with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Try to share as much as you learn with other people. It helps you remember, and I think like the way how the universe works, you are rewarded for that. And it generally just makes your life easier as well. Because if you're bettering other people, this is a weird thing I don't understand, right? We could go off on this, dog. Like,
yeah, we could go off. Go ahead.
This weird thing I don't understand, dog. It's like people like to keep all the information to themselves, thinking that they're going to help them. But like, if you could help somebody else, you could literally, like,
if you elevate others,
society generally gets better.
Yeah.
You have less problems to deal with, like small things, like if you could help somebody financially or something like that, or like give them advice. Of course you can't force them to do anything, but you did your part, right? Let's say best case scenario, they take your advice, they change their life. You have one less, quote unquote, like you say, criminal. Like if it change a potential criminal life, one less to deal with that could affect you directly. Like if you help other people, you create a culture of helping. Society generally is just going to be better. Like this whole idea of keeping everything to yourself, I don't understand it really. It doesn't
a lot of people take things to the grave, like information that they should pass down. They don't want to pass down because they feel this, like, let me say, done.
Yeah.
Like, let me say, you what if you didn't want to pass your information to another person trying to start their brand?
Yeah.
Because you see them as a competitor, or, you know what, I don't want to share my information with this person because this person might beat me or overlap me.
No, but it's stupid because not even your information. Like, it's not even your information. Like, I got this information from somebody else.
Yeah.
And I also, I added things that probably that I think works for me. And that's how it usually is. Like, no information is yours. It's stupid to think that it's your idea. There's nothing new under the sun. Like, you may get the idea from a different field and apply it to your stuff, but the idea isn't really yours. You understand? So I think people should, like, get rid of that whole thing of keeping ideas to yourself and help people. You understand?
You don't have any more businesses that you want to
most definitely
delve into?
Yeah.
Are they included?
I don't want to get into that right now.
Nah, just share your businesses.
I wouldn't do, like, but I'm definitely not limiting myself. No, limiting myself to this alone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I want to get into other stuff. I have a few other passions and ideas that I have that I want to work on. But I want to kind of understand the business side to this a little bit better and use this business model as like a foundation for my other projects, if that makes sense. So, I'm working on one thing at a time. Well, because it will never be perfect, but I want it to be a little bit more the business to be a little more independent, so I don't necessarily have
a little more automated.
Yes,
you don't have to be in the business every day.
Yeah. So it could run on its own, and then I could probably move on to other things. So that's what I want to do. Cool. The advice. So other advice I would recommend. So there's people probably fed up. But I tell this to people all the time. People who aren't sure on what they want to do or what they like to do, or they kind of lost. What I recommend doing, and I learned, again, this is not my idea. I learned this idea, and I'm sharing it, right? I learned it from reading. I can't remember which book. I think it was
Coyell. To Mike.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Started to get a little comfortable. The idea was basically, if you're on, right, 10 things you think you could do if you think you're really good at, and write 10 things you think you would do for free forever on one side. So it's like a slit in the middle. So 10 things you'll do for free forever and 10 things you are really good at. And what you're doing is you're scratching out things until you're left with one on each side. And you want to find a field or something that incorporates those two things and work on heading in that direction. So that's for people who aren't sure with like what they want to do. So basically I'm going to explain why that works, right? Passion is important. So the things you'll do for free forever is your passions, because you don't see it as work, right? You enjoy doing this, so you'll do it for free. Even if you weren't paid, you would do it, right? So that's your passion. Things you're good at is obviously people are born with gifts, and there are things that you could do naturally that I could probably never do.
Yeah.
And there are things that I could do naturally that you could probably never do. The trick is figuring out what those gifts are, right? And if you could sit down and think about it and get that answer, you have some direction. So you're no longer as lost. You probably won't necessarily figure out exactly what you want to do initially, but it points you in a good direction. And then that's where creativity comes in. So you have to find a way in which you could incorporate both of those skills. You understand? So that helps a lot of people. Or some other advice to give somebody who wants. Oh, yeah. Don't study the numbers in the beginning. Don't study money. Passion again. Passion is very important. If you study in numbers, your quality tends normally in the earlies to drop, because you're studying to save money, not studying necessarily to bring your best work forward. And to bring your best work forward, obviously, you need to pour out a little bit more.
Yeah. So
passion, like some of the biggest guys in the game, of course, they're controversial because they're the biggest, but most of the time, these people work ridiculously hard, and that's because they are passionate about what they're doing. So you need to find out what they're passionate about. It's like, again, man, like he's a controversial figure now, but man, like Jeff Bezos, bro, like I used to look at him in the earlys while I'm reading up on him now. That man used to be in his garage for hours on hours on hours on end working on his Amazon project. And people would consider him to be crazy, but it's just the passion drives you. It's like, it's a momentum. It just, I can't put it into words. It comes naturally. It's like a fire that starts, and you can't stop when you're passionate about something. The next thing I want to talk about is discipline, but the discipline of habit. So that's what we were talking about earlier.
Are these are some of these the principles?
Some of these are principles.
Because that was my next question.
Yeah, most definitely. That's not hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah. I have no idea who that is. Can't answer that now. Anyway.
Habit.
Actually, yes, the principles are habit. Basically, we are creatures of habit. What we tend to do is what we would normally do. So what tends to happen is people start off hot and sweaty. And like you say, after it varies per person, but if after a month you no longer have that drive, the initial feeling leaves, you will get back into your old habit.
Right.
So some things that what has helped me is trying to do everything at a very high level, regardless of what it is.
So how you do one thing being how you do everything.
Yeah. And again, it's crazy because just recently,
you mean every little thing?
Everything.
Like it's washing dishes.
You do it, yes, you do it properly. That transfers into how you do your work. Because again, sometimes it turns into subconscious action. Basically, you're no longer aware and you're just going through the motion. And when you're going through the motions, if you normally do things at a low level, you're going to subconsciously just do that. You understand? So you want to consciously make the effort to do everything at a high level and create that new habit of doing things well. So when the motivation or the excitement in the beginning leaves, the discipline is there and the habit is there of doing things well. So it continues, if that makes any sense. And I could give you an example with me personally. I started UE. I did not want to start UE. I did not take UE seriously at all. I didn't care about any grades. I didn't care about anything. I was very lackadaisical. I went to classes very minimal. I'm not lying to you. There was a semester I probably could count on both hands the amount of classes I went to. You understand? Yeah. I didn't care. Yeah. But it started eventually to rub off in my work because I started to not care about certain things. And I was like, yeah, this not good. So I started small habits of like, trying to wake up with alarms, because what I would do, I wouldn't even use an alarm, because I go to sleep very late. So I would wake
what
up.
time, so?
Bro, ungodly hours, 4:00 in the morning, 5 sometimes. I am up and my parents getting ready to leave to go to work. You understand? So small things, small habits. Again, you want to start small. You don't want to overload yourself and create these habits, and eventually with time it becomes natural and it becomes your new normal. So I started taking school a little bit more seriously. I started to try to apply myself and whatever, and I found that it reflected in my actual work with Don. Because my whole principle was, okay, I'm not going to focus on school, I'm going to focus on Don. But then again, I got into the habit of eventually not really taking Don that seriously. That was kind of crazy though, because in the beginning it was overwhelming, because I would have class in the morning, I'd have to leave to go into Port of Spain to do deliveries, leave, then go pick up clothes, carry it by the printer, then come back for class again in after work traffic, sometimes be late, and then go back and probably pick up my sister, whatever, and then do accounting for Don. Then it was crazy. But discipline. So with these small habits I created, it became a lot easier, and I also found ways to make it fun. So sometimes on missions, like if I have to do it, I'll carry some friends. So it's no longer like work again. Yeah. You just need to do things to make your job easier and to make it more enjoyable. A next thing I would recommend to people is investing in an idea book and investing in a to-do list. And the thing is with the to-do list, you want to write down the 5 most important things you want to do in a day and get it done. Not all the times you're going to do all, but at least you did get some important things done. What I think people do wrong is that they think
prioritize.
I think people think being busy equates to being successful. That is not true. That is a fallacy. You need to do important things to be successful, if you understand what I'm saying. So get the most important things done first. Do at least 5. If you could do 2, if you could do 3, some days will be easier than others, but do those most important things, and eventually you would find yourself, making progress. So investing in that to-do list book and writing those 5 things down and doing it is important. Idea books, you want to keep an idea book with you all the time, because ideas come and you need to write it down, because people they like to rely on their memory. And that is very unreliable. Like sometimes I remember, I would say I'm good to remember this, and then after I forget the idea and I'm upset with myself and I'm stressing myself out trying to figure it out what I was. So you want to write it down as soon as possible. That is helpful. You also want to try to challenge yourself to think creatively. You do that by so for example, what I used to do. What I used to do is I would look at items in the room and see how I could make it better. And what I mean by make it better is it doesn't necessarily have to be a new idea. People think that for something to be better, it has to be completely new. No, you could take things that already exist from different things and apply it. So for example, if I see a light in the room, how I could make it, if I change the color, it could be better. If I make it, like you say, solar powered, it could be better. If it could charge on its own, it could be better. If I can make it bigger, it could be better. Like just looking at things and training your brain to alter things, and I don't know if it creates a muscle, but you start to think creatively out of habit now. So you look at things and ideas just start coming to you naturally. You don't even have to think about it, but it takes time and practice and consistency. So that's the next thing that I recommend people do. And treat people with love, bro. Don't ever let the game get to your head and think you start moving better than people. And people is where it's at. You need to treat people with love and treat people with respect. Treat everybody as if they're the most important person in the world. Yeah. Because again, it have multiple reasons as to why you'd want to do that. You don't know where somebody could be in the next 10 years.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't know if this person could help you. And just because they are indeed a fellow human, they deserve that respect. Treat everybody with love. Try to be of service. Service is a big thing. And I think that's one of the principles I build on as well. This week we went point 14 at.
Jeez.
what time we got to Point Fortin at 11:30 in the night to deliver a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
We got
One
back one hoodie. It's not sustainable, but
Yeah.
it's because these things mean a lot to people,
Yeah.
and you just want to make people happy. You understand? So the service, like putting yourself second, sometimes again is a balance. Again, everything is a balance, but putting yourself second sometimes to ensure that people are happy, they reward you as well. Because that creates, again, in business, it just creates loyalty and it creates a community because they feel important. You understand? You want to make people feel important. That was this time too. I'll never forget. Big up my boy Salvation, you know. I'm a boy. Yeah, I'm a good friend. Big up on culture one time too. Christmas Eve. Yeah, call. Hey Coyell, I don't know who this man is ever. Hey Coyell, my son really loves your stuff. We want a hoodie. You could get us before Christmas. I am literally, I kid you not, by the same Teague, Teague, my brethren, having a Christmas lime.
You was at a
Christmas lime.
What did you?
But he's my neighbor.
Yeah.
And this man wants his hoodie in Sandy Grande. And his son really excited. And I'm like, it's basically 11:45 minutes to Christmas. I kid you not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Sal, hey, listen. I make a press now. We going down Grande. We gotta drop a hoodie. Yeah, say no more king. he didn't even. And we going down and the excitement, bro. I'll never forget this. There was this time too, bro. Like, you never understand the joy you bring to people. I'll never forget this. I went to deliver a hoodie in Santa Cruz. I'm gonna lie, don't make me see the country. See all over the place though. But yeah, Santa Cruz. And the man come and collect his hoodie, right? But he's with his dad. I see them open the hoodie. And if you see how their faces light up, like, it literally brings joy to people, dog. It's crazy. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, boy, this is it. This is something different. You understand? So, yeah, they be of service to people, and again, people reward you. It's not even for the reward. Like, you get a personal satisfaction as well. Like, you feel good.
Yeah.
And once you feel good, that's it.
Yeah. They're real cool.
Yeah.
Even when I wore my... Did I mention this already? When I wore my jersey yesterday?
Yeah, but that was off.
Oh, that was off the podcast?
Yeah.
Even when I wore my jersey yesterday, people was like, the culture tribe, and I was like, wait, what? People are watching?
Yeah.
Like, wait.
Yeah, never.
Really cool. Yeah, it's really a good feeling when people see the work you're putting in and, really appreciate it.
And is why are you doing this?
I realized that I just like talking to people. Like, it's real cool meeting new people. I think I'm an easy person to talk to. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Some people might disagree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like to do it.
And you do it.
It's a good idea. I think it needed in society.
Yeah. And it's a service you're providing.
Yeah.
And based on what I'm seeing, it's a very high level that you're doing it at, and you enjoy doing it.
Yes, somebody put his man in payroll.
So yeah, dog. So that is what I'm talking about. So do things with that in mind, and trust me, with time, you will how things work.
Yeah,
you will get to the top.
Yeah,
you get me.
I just have one more question. How you to manage being not done with school, with UE?
In the beginning, well, yeah, that was how I was going up. So in the beginning, it wasn't easy.
I can't see how you.
Yeah, that was so. I had the wrong approach. I wanted to do everything by myself. So again, I have class in the morning. I have to wake up, go to class in UE, St. Augustine. Then I will either have deliveries, midday deliveries, or I'll have to pick up hoodies or clothes or anything from the wholesaler. Then I have to carry it to print. By that time is around, let me say, 1 o'clock. When I'm done, I have to get back up the road for class for around 3 or 4. I have to do it after school traffic. On top of that, then I have to work on assignments after class that I get to. And then I have to work on like the business part of done, which is not really the fun part. So you have to do accounting. You have
and
to
that start when? What, 7?
Oh?
And that start when?
Yeah, start. Yeah. So yeah, that was hard. Then you have to come up with new ideas. You have to post regularly. And I was doing everything by myself. Talking to customers, dealing with problems, because sometimes a hoodie might have a hole in it. Like things, so like you don't necessarily control how the product, like products could be defective.
Yeah.
So you have to go and replace it and all of that. And then after you have to deal with like your personal life and taking time off for yourself. It was very difficult. And that is why I wasn't that really big on school. But again, because of the habit thing, I told you, I had to force myself into taking school a little bit more seriously. But now I have help. Someone is helping me out with regards to like small tasks and whatnot. And I started like being a little bit more strategic with how I planned my day. So I'm not really back and forth as much. And I'm also in close communication with my mom as well. Mommy helps me a lot. So
Shout out to mommy.
Yeah, Auntie Carol, you're big in the dance. So she helps me a lot. So yeah, that's how I'm balancing both. So things that like tasks that I don't necessarily have to do, I kind of try to outsource people to do it for me. And
What's like your worst customer experience? Anybody ever like you're trying to deliver a hoodie and they say they take it out the package and say then this
I've never gotten that. People like it, but I've had experience like this recently. Boy, it's not that bad, but this is just the only thing I can think of on the spot right now. Basically, I had to go up Santa Cruz, deep Santa Cruz, and I reached up by the man, and the hoodie not fitting the man.
Oh,
and on top, like I had class. I had to deal with dog. Santa Cruz traffic is the worst. I'm talking about like you are not. Is it one way in, one way out?
Yeah.
And I had to deal with that, however. But yeah, it was nothing like real bad. I've never really had a really bad experience, thankfully, like that. I've had experiences where, sometimes a product is defective and it has to go back and you can't charge them to go back because it's on my part, so you have to repair it and whatever. But I've never had an experience where somebody insulted me because I think people are generally, of course, there's always people who are off, but generally people are decent. You think? I think we as a society don't acknowledge this because the negative tends to be more trendy.
Yeah.
But I think people are generally decent, and based on my experiences, I've delivered a lot of clothes, bro. So I've never really had a bad experience. The same South when I went, Point Lisas, the guy is a sweetheart dog. Like, he was so pleasant. I was like, South people are great, dog. Like, the man shaking my hand, and he's like, wow, I'm really happy you could make it. What a pleasure it is to meet you. All this kind of, he's real respectful. People are good, dog, like generally. And when you encounter the people who sour, they're probably having a bad day.
Yeah.
So just try to be a little understanding. That's how I would look at it. You understand? I am big on not mirroring people's actions. I like to, how I want to feel is the action or the response I would give. Like, I think people mirror a lot.
Okay.
So if somebody approaches you hostile, your automatic reaction is to be hostile. Yeah. Sometimes if you just rock back and look at the bigger picture and you rock back and say, I don't really feeling to be mad, I'm going to be normal with this person. Like, you have to, literally is metacognition, I think is the word. You have to actively be aware of what is going on and saying, okay, I'm choosing to not be upset. Because after the thing is done, they're going about their day, but you sour.
Yeah.
And that could upset your whole day.
Whole day.
You think? So, yeah, that's the
experience already.
Yeah.
What about friends undone? Like, any friends drop?
No.
Because normally when you go on a big endeavor like this, you might end up losing some friends, or
I wouldn't say the friends
had a drop off.
It had envy. It had envy, a lot of envy. There's a case right now that's kind of touchy. Not necessarily related to me exactly, but yeah, friends did lose some friends. It's an unfortunate situation. Oh, some advice.
Go ahead.
Please use contracts, guys. Like brethren thing. Everybody like to do things on brethren stuff. Contracts would save you a lot of headache and run around. It doesn't have to be extremely formal. There are like templates online. You could literally just Google and download.
Both parties sign.
Both parties sign. Please use contracts. You will save yourself a lot of headache and a lot of back and forth. And you could save friendships.
Yeah.
So yeah, some experiences like that. Friends, money.
Yeah.
Kind of not necessarily directly related to me, but yeah. I had some friends again kind of envious. You hear subtle comments here and there, but I try to keep it formal. It's everybody normal. Kind of ignore it. The problem I'm having now is trust though.
With your friends around you, and you don't know who with Coyell or who would be done.
I don't know, not like that really, but like people just talk too much. And I don't even think, when I say trust, I don't mean like I distrust people to bad talk me, but like out of excitement, sometimes people might state things that shouldn't be said. So like, for example, if you know your brethren doing good or your brethren doing well, and I'm not saying that I am or anything like that, but like you might be excited and be like, dog, my brethren. Like if your brethren now buy a new car, my brethren now
Yeah.
But you could potentially put that person in danger because you don't know the person's intentions who you're telling that to.
Right.
So trust like that and knowing not to speak certain things around certain people because they mightn't have the wrong intentions, but they could still get you in trouble. You understand? And Trinidad's so small already. So you understand things like that now, but you have to know who you're talking your business with. You know how to know how you're handling your situations with regards to stuff like that. You can't tell everybody everything. And what tends to happen, like you be excited too. You're doing something, you're excited, you want to share it with your friends. But yeah, that's a reality of life that you could get yourself pop, dread.
Cool. Coyell, yesterday was Valentine's.
Yeah.
It was Valentine's for you or was just Friday?
Just Friday, bro.
See him.
Again,
No chocolate or flower.
Again, I see somebody right now. I'm a dog. You know what I'm saying? But normal.
Yeah,
normal. The dog didn't do anything elaborate. What we went and do, boy? We went and get some chili fries.
What?
From no more free advertising. Forget that. But so
advertisement just here.
It lash boom.
Yeah.
And just rock back and chill. Normal.
That'd be the best vibe.
Yeah,
that's the best vibe to me.
That with my what if I'm trying to get into a relationship with somebody or something, what I like is we could talk, and I don't like going out that much. Once we could relax and like
same way, same though,
and just talk and stuff like that, I good. You dig? I'm not really it's too big on this whole Instagram everything. Like you with somebody and you want to Instagram your whole life because you're together and relationship goals. Yeah. You know that. Yeah, I know that. I like my things on the low.
Yeah.
I like to keep my stuff personal because again you save yourself outside of drama and all that nonsense too. But personally I just like my things to me. And
Same. I like to keep it private.
Yeah, private, So that's that. How was your Valentine's Day?
It was alright. I didn't get anything. So I mean, how was my Friday?
He's a real fool, yes.
Because that Valentine's thing, not real dead. I really see. I see a man across the road selling flowers. I was wondering, do I really pick up a flower? Right? Like for my mother though. For my mother though. I was like, I wonder if mommy will a flower away.
Yeah, I'm not really big on.
Then the man said 300 for flowers.
300?
I was like, oh,
yeah, like crazy.
Okay. I guess mommy wouldn't want any flowers.
Dog,
time, man.
I'm gonna lie to him.
Recording.
I just have a headache every single day.
Dog.
Dog.
I just wonder if it's making sense.
Sometimes it is running through my head.
Oh,
but
Lord, I'll probably go and get slap up after
Nah. It's normal. I think like it's happened on both sides, bro. Like relationships and any relationship you get into is work, dog. And it even have to be romantic. Like any relationship in general is work. But sometimes, bro, headache, you know.
Yeah, same. I just wonder if people realize this before though. Like before you might say, oh, I really like the skill. She cool. We enjoy any time together. Oh, ice cream. We go for doubles.
Yeah. How much time we go for ice cream? And it's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean. Hold on. One more question.
Yeah.
We gotta start. What's the one place you going for a first date?
Jeez. You do me that way for a first date. Why going for a first date, boy?
Yeah.
Dog, to be honest.
That was the one idea.
Nah, it has never
like
been. No. I don't think I on that kind of like first date. Like it is just happen. Like I don't like planning things like that. I like things to just happen naturally and organically, bro. So like all the girls I've ever been, and it's not plenty, I've ever been romantically involved with. it wasn't necessarily anything planned. And like when we go out, or like what I would consider to be the first date is like a really long and good conversation, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like I try to the way how I like I'm gonna be real with you. Every girl I've ever been romantically involved with, it have to be as like a potential future wife, dog. Like big man thing.
Yeah, take it serious.
Yeah, for real. Like as I don't believe in this. Like if you flirt, okay, cool, but like I'm not into the whole sleeping around and just going out with gal for fling and kind of thing. I don't necessarily agree with that 100%. I like to talk, and I've actually been in situations where as the person didn't really want to talk, and then after it was like, okay, well then I know where it stands. So like I need conversation and I need to be able to be open with the person. That's really important to me. Like I need to be able to talk to you about anything, dog. Like if I can't talk to you about anything and you can't engage me in a way that I think
intellectually,
it doesn't
like
have to be
actually,
intellectually, because sometimes intellectually like when you're intellectual all the time it gets kind of boring and it's tiring. But like I just need somebody to engage me on the same level that I am. Like the energy I'm putting out, I need that energy in return. I can't be putting out more than the other person because then it starts to drain me.
Right, makes sense.
You understand? I need somebody who willing to put in the work. And like when I down, you need to work a little harder than me. And when you down, I need to work a little harder. Like if we could establish, like I like to establish boundaries in the beginning and establish the do's and don'ts. So like there's a foundation to work with now. So like men can't go back. It's like a contract. It's not formal, obviously, but like men know that what I about and what you about and what you for and what you not for. So we don't waste time.
Yeah. You see all that up front.
Yeah, like what you like, what you don't like, what you could tolerate, what you can't tolerate. And then after, if we could make a compromise, then we could go forward, right? But if we can't, it don't make sense. Better we kill it early.
Yeah, cool. We had to wrap up. Or else we kill the battery. Or else we'll talk a whole day.
Yeah, go forever,
we kill the battery like only once, huh?
Only
one time we kill it.
Kill the battery, but yeah.
We're going for like, But anyways, this is Everyday Grind. I am Gerard the One, with the one and only
Coyell Herbert,
founder of Don Wvrldwide.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
This was nice. It
was good. Yeah. Nice catching up, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Saying.
I know. What's going on here?
I have no idea. But
you are different sign or?
It don't matter though.
You was giving me
You was giving me a
It don't matter.
we'll do it over. Yeah.
You don't cut up that part.
I don't know.
Just leave it, that thing now, people like that kind of organic awkwardness. It is making more relatable. Big ups. Oh.
Big up Des. Big up the Avin.
Big up
cameraman. I didn't see the Avin Des.
Why bigging up, boy? Big up mommy. Big up daddy. You dig? Big up Kadeen. Big up Salvation. Big up Lani. Big up Tristan. Big up Georgia. Big up Tariq.
I think we probably need to put limits on the big ups.
Big up everybody.
We need to put limits on the big ups now.
Yeah. Big up Sahai. Big up
everybody. Limited to 5 people.
Alright, yeah, well, everybody get big up. You don't know. Resi for the resi.
Big up mommy. Big up mommy.
Well, yeah, nice today. Yeah. Well, they don't know, dog. 5.
Oh, my word.
I don't know, dog.
As I go for months, you go for 5.
That's how